I'm here today with a beautiful couple of ladies who are ready to learn more about Lord Serapis Bay, the Ascended Master. Welcome, Auntie Jean L'Oreal.
Hi,
And
everyone.
Grace Isis. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because the beautiful Christina Leftwich, who usually does the teaching part of this, has shared with me the information that she was going to share. So let me just pull it up. Find it. I have too many things open, obviously. But give me just a moment to find that. Oh, because Facebook opened up. That was why. All right, here we go. Just want to make sure everyone can see that. Lord Serapis Bay. Lord Serapis Bay is an ascended master. An ascended master is someone who has walked on this earth plane, just like the rest of us human beings, has had experiences and has incarnated usually many, many times and learned their lessons. And now they've reached that point of enlightenment where they can share with us what it is that they've experienced, and they teach us as they are in the spirit realm. They teach us what they learned through channelings, through intuitive thoughts that they can bring to us. Many people channel the messages from these ascended masters and write them. So we have books that we can learn from, or meditations that have been done. And there we have the information of what we need to know. So Lord Serapis Bay is the Chohan of the fourth ray. Now, the rays, I know we've taught this, but I just want to give a little refresher. The rays are energy, and it's energy in different colors and different numerology. So you can be born into a ray and you can experience different things in that ray, or you can, in meditation and with intention, go into the different rays to get the energy of that, to be taught and to learn from it. Some believe that Serapis Bay originally was an Egyptian god of the underworld. So he has a lot of connection in with Egypt and with the teachings of what happened in Egypt. He helps people with physical health and fitness, as well as health of the mental body. I feel like he works closely with Raphael, the Archangel of Healing, and they help us to understand more about our human bodies, more about how we can be in a state of really being lifted up to our best possible physical health and learn how to heal ourselves. He is said to help artists, musicians, and other creatives. So he's working with our physical health, but he's also working with that creative part of us, the sacral chakra. And that energy is very powerful. So when you're working with one of these ascended masters or the archangel that guides us in that sacral area, the energy is going to be so prolific. So you may all of a sudden start writing, or you might start creating like a painting or a drawing, and you have no idea where that comes from. Maybe you have never done it before, but all of a sudden there you are creating. So this could be the influence of Lord Serapis Bay. It could be the influence of other angels, especially Archangel Jophiel, who might be helping you with that creative process. Lord Serapis Bay is said to hold the ascension door open in Luxor, Egypt. And when I think about that, and I think about those pyramids that are in Egypt, that's when I really feel Lord Serapis Bay's energy. And I feel like even today, if we were to go to Egypt, we could feel into his energy right there on that spot. And that's one of my dreams, is to go visit Egypt and see the Great Pyramids. Lord Serapis Bae helps with clear communication with Source. So many times we get muddled when we try to speak to our higher self, speak to God, speak to the angels. We just have some type of block in that communication. So if we ask Lord Serapis Bae to help us, he will help us to be very clear in what comes through and in what we're giving out, what our prayers or our meditations are. He is said to help bring about peace, both personal and global. Now, y'all know this man is close to my heart because I'm all about the peace, and especially world peace. So that's something that I first noticed when I learned about Lord Serapis Bae many years ago. I was in touch with him, and I kept feeling that pull in my heart to learn more about how I'm supposed to be of service with peace. So he's one of my guides in this arena. He's always there, opening up doors for me and bringing in the peaceful energy across the world. And wherever I'm traveling, he's right there traveling with me in the angel mobile. He also works with the gift of prophecy. And prophecy is where we see things. So we all have that gift. We all have spiritual gifts that are guided through the pineal gland in our brain. We all have the exact same access to them, but we have to work to open them up and to allow that energy to come into us so that we can utilize those gifts. So if you would like to open up that particular gift, spiritual gift, Serapis Bae would be the one to sit in conversation with, meditate with him, and see what comes forth, and see if that's something that you would like to communicate with on that level, to see and prophesize things that are happening. We've had many prophets, and one that comes to mind is Edgar Cayce. And whenever I think of Edgar Cayce and some of the things that he told us were going to happen, I think that Lord Serapis Bae was guiding him in that prophecy, that many, many things came to fruition. We were able to see the outcome of what Edgar Cayce told us. Lord Serapis Bae is said to help bring harmony and discipline into one's life. Don't we all need this? I know I need that. That discipline sometimes it's kind of hard, isn't it? It's one of those things that we have great intentions. We make these goals, and it's almost like the New Year's goal that we keep making throughout the year, because somehow it just kind of slides by. So if you're a person that sets intentions and you have goals out there and you're not finding the discipline to achieve those goals, Lord Serapis Bae would certainly be a great master to turn to ask him to work with you. Just say, please, I need this help. I need a mentor to guide me in the discipline areas, so that those things that are important to me, I can work toward them and not feel like there's no hope. So Lord Serapis Bae will definitely be your best cheerleader. He also works very closely with Lady Nada, and we're learning more and more about her, and she will be a featured ascended master as we get to her down the road. Lord Serapis Bae is a master of divine truth, often presenting in a very straightforward and direct fashion. That's amazingly powerful. If we have somebody that can clarify things for us and lead us in a direction, and you don't have to second guess, what the heck is he saying? What's that all about? Because many times I've talked to light workers and they get messages, but it's like cryptic, and they have to like sit with it and take it apart and see what the message was. There's no guessing, because when Serapis Bae comes to you and is a teacher and a mentor for you, Everything is spelled out. Everything is very clear. And you will find yourself being that way also, because there's a confidence about Lord Serapis Bay when he's teaching us. It's very much, this is how it is. And then he'll explain it to where you'll understand more of what he's trying to tell you. And then the folklore is that Lord Serapis Bay can help one see through their own stories about themselves, helping to guide you in the right direction. And I believe that. I connected with Lord Serapis Bay, as I said, many years ago, decades ago. And I just loved the energy. I loved everything that I was receiving from him. Every time that I would sit in meditation and I would say, okay, which ascended master is working with me today? And I could feel the presence. And you will feel the energy. You will feel him just helping guide you, helping. It's almost like that trusted person that will take your hand and walk right beside of you, whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through. He's got you. He's got your back, and he will sit with you as long as it takes until you understand the message, until you get the lesson. And that's what I initially really loved about Lord Serapis Bay, is that he was patient. He would like take all the questions and I would keep coming up with more questions. The more he would explain, the more I'd say, but, and want more. I wanted more of the energy. I wanted more of the information. And that's what he does. It's so beautiful to watch it happen. So I really hope that this has intrigued you to sit in meditation with Lord Serapis Bay, which we are going to do. We're going to go into this meditation that I learned how to meditate with the Ascended Masters and really feel into their energy from some of the other teachers that Serapis Bay had come to and had taught about the different rays. You know, we understand that there's Chohans, which are the masters of the different rays. So all of that information was channeled through, and we can learn from that. We can learn from each other, and we should learn from each other. We teach each other. We do, like Ram Dass says, we're walking each other home in our hearts, home in our spiritual home. And learning together is the best way we can do that. So let's go into that meditation with Lord Serapis Bay. And we're going to be going on a journey. So just get relaxed. If you want to touch your heart center to bring that focus to your heart, you can do that. Just breathe right into it and take a deep, deep breath down into your lungs and let that breath start to really relax you, to open you up to having an experience. Just know that you are going on this journey. You're not alone. You're right here with all of us, and you're right here with the angels. I want to call in those beautiful angels to help us with this meditation. So first, I call in from the east, Archangel Raphael, asking that Raphael help us all to open up to healing possibilities, healing us in a physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional way, whatever is needed in our lives. And then going to the south, I call in Archangel Michael, asking that Michael make this a protected and safe place for us to go into meditation together, a safe place that we can open our hearts to learning, we can open our hearts to experiencing the clarity that will come to mind. And that clarity will also be helped by our next angel that we're calling in from the west. We call in Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel helps us to understand things a lot better. The window will be clean and we can see through it, and we can know what it is that we're hearing and listening to and reading. we can know the importance of it and connect with it. And then to the north, we call in Archangel Uriel. And we're going to ask Uriel to ground us into the earth energy, to pull that beautiful crystalline center up through the bottom of our feet, where we can feel balanced and centered and ready and to open up, ready to learn, ready to be guided by this master. We call in Metatron from up above, bringing in the crystalline grid from all the planets and from Source, Divine Mother, and Christ consciousness. And from below, we ask Sandalphon to bring up that crystal center right from the center of Gaia. And now I invite in Lord Serapis Bay, asking him to come to each person that's listening to these words, whether you're listening now on the live or eventually on the replay. And I'd like for us all to envision this bright white light coming in, coming towards you. And that light is the Merkabah. The Merkabah is going to open up for you. This is a fifth dimension geometric form that will carry you energetically in your etheric body to a magnificent temple. And this temple is so ready to take in your energy. There is no time in spirit. It's all divine time. So as soon as you see yourself placed inside that Merkabah, you will be exactly where you need to be. You will be there at that temple. So take your breath again, quietly and gently, centering and allowing your body and all your cells to feel the buoyant energies of this temple, of this sacred flame that is enfolding you. Just breathe in that energy from the flame. Allow it to ignite inside of you as a purification process. As the flame grows brighter and brighter, it purifies your energy. It cleanses your aura on the outside, and it just cleans anything inside and takes that immediately. Whatever needs to be released and given up, the flame will take that. This purification process is affecting every cell, every atom, and every electron of your physical and subtle bodies. So now it's time to leave the Merkabah and walk toward the temple. So in your mind's eye, see this sacred temple. It's huge and it's extremely tall. There's a white light all around it, and coming from the very tip top of it, this temple that we have gone to is a light pyramid. You may have been to pyramids before in Egypt, or maybe you have seen pictures of them. So you can envision this huge pyramid that you have just arrived at. So just watch as the door opens to this pyramid, to where you're able to walk through that door. Just breathe in as you take in your surroundings, as you feel the air that's inside the pyramid, and you know the sacredness of being here in this very place. Allow that to come forth in your energy. Watch this light. It won't blind you, but it's very strong, very powerful white light that's all around you and through you. You're like a light body that's walking in this pyramid. And now we encourage you to pay attention to your guide. Your guide is Lord Serapis Bae, who knows this pyramid intimately. You can ask any question that you want to get more clarity on whatever is in your experience or what you want to know to bring that experience to you. You can create it any way you want, this experience that you're having with Lord Serapis Bae. Its only desire is to accompany you with love and provide any wisdom that you have come to learn. So as you are walking with Serapis Bae, you're going through this corridor that's so beautiful that leads to an acceleration chamber. And in this chamber, there's going to be a lot of energy swirling through your body. So keep in mind what it is that you want to know, because with this acceleration of energy, it'll be revealed to you in no time. As you watch everything swirling and going around you, breathe in to fill your lungs and your consciousness with all of this beauty, all of this joy, all of the energy that's taking place right here in the temple of Lord Serapis Bay. Take a moment now to feel that Serapis Bay still has you. He's still holding your hand. He's still walking right there with you as you have this experience in the temple. And as you see others there inside the temple, you see them in their spirit self coming toward you, and there's nothing to fear. They're all there in love and light. And always remember that Lord Michael, Archangel Michael, is protecting everyone that's having this experience. As you walk further into this pyramid and down the hall, you will see hundreds of small, dazzling, white crystalline pyramids. They're everywhere, and they're all circling around. They're all activated and ready to help you with your activation. Just look at these and just feel the wonder, the awe of taking in this energy. There's also a flame that is burning and that is eternal. So the pyramids are floating and turning around this flame. It's taking all of this energy. That flame goes up, it looks like it goes up to the top of the pyramid. So just see the beauty and the amazement of this powerful pyramid energy. It can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Serapis Bay has your hand. Remember that. Michael's surrounding you. All of the archangels are here with you. And know that once you have had this deep experience in this pyramid with this flame, that you'll never quite be the same again. This is an attunement to the energy of Lord Serapis Bay and the angels. And what's happening inside of you is reaching you at a deep cellular level. So just notice what's happening. See if there are any smells. See if your body feels different. And watch that flame. Just keep your eye on the flame. And you will find that energy coming right inside of you, almost like it's taking everything and burning it away so that you can create whatever you want the inside of you to be. All of those cells that are there, they're being rejuvenated and renewed and revived to be at their perfect state that they should be in to make your human body work perfectly, but also the energy that's floating inside of you. There may be some third dimensional energies there from experiences that you've had. Allow the flame to take whatever it needs to take. It's going to burn away any impurities. It's going to leave you with an attunement to Lord Serapis Bay's energy, so that when you do sit with him and speak with him in your meditation time, you will be so connected in with his energy. Allow this now. Allow that energy in as you breathe it in, and you watch those pyramids of light as they start floating by you and surrounding you and raising your frequency. So just at this moment, breathe in. That's your only thing that you have to do. Breathe in the love, breathe in the light, and pay attention to the flame, because it is activating all of those cellular processes inside of you. Let's take a moment just to do that, just to breathe in and see if there's any change in your frequency. See if there's anything that's lifting you higher, where it feels like you're going to raise up to the top of that pyramid. So as you continue to breathe in very deeply, just allow the energy to change you. Allow yourself to be elevated with this attunement. And when the energy settles and you open your eyes again, you'll see a crystalline chair. And this chair is right there where the flame is. You can sit in the chair and focus on that flame and pour your love and heart into this flame. Allow it to take what you have to give, because now you have been infused by these pyramids, by this flame. You've been infused with the ascension energy that Lord Serapis Bay has placed there. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your divine essence inside of you. And notice what you're feeling. Are you feeling relaxed? Are you fully integrated into Lord Serapis Bay's energy? When you feel complete, and take your time with it, but when you feel that it's complete, look into the eyes of Lord Serapis Bay as you receive all the love that he imparts to you. The eyes of his soul express your gratitude. You are now ready to arise from your crystalline chair and take your hand again in Lord Serapis Bay's hand and continue to walk now toward the doorway. You're ready to leave this chamber, knowing that you can always come back here. You can have this experience over and over again, sitting with the pyramids, sitting with the flame, and communicating with Lord Serapis Bay. So as he guides you, you find your way back to the Merkabah that brought you here. Your auric field and your heart are filled with a new light, a vibration that nurtures and expands you. And know that you are so loved by this ascended master. He's ready to teach. He's ready to walk by you. So just allow him. Allow him to be there for whatever question you may have. And now he is bidding you adieu. He is sharing with you that anytime you want to talk to him, just call on him. Just say his name. And when you're sitting in meditation, there will be deeper and deeper messages for you to come into your reality. And just be blessed with what you learn from Lord Serapis Bay. I hope you all have enjoyed this meditation today. I want to thank everybody who came on. And whoever is watching this live now, or when you come in later on the replay, we'd love to hear your comments. We'd love to hear what Lord Serapis Bay has taught and what we can all share together of what we've learned from him. We're going to go offline and have a conversation. Please join us in the Zoom room if you'd like. We'd love to have more people showing up and just sharing the blessing of learning about our ascended masters. Thank you so much, Jean and Grace. Thank you for being with us today. And we leave everyone out there with a namaste. Yeah. Love you. We'll see you again next Monday for On Angel Wings. Bye, everybody.